We're gonna go back to listening to a few more of my old beats.
The pressure.
I don't know why we just shut off there. Okay, my camera glitched out. I don't really know what the issue was, but yeah, I think also what listening back to some of these beats teaches me is that I would love to go back and like redo some of these, remix them, remaster them, and just take elements from them and turn them into something brand new. I don't have a lot of the original files, but I could download the stems from BeatStars, and that might be something that I can do. Maybe change up some sounds, or, you know what, this is a great idea. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go back and pick my favorite beats and just redo them and re-release them, because why not? They're beats that I created, they're beats that I find to be dope today, like 5 years later. I just realized some things that I could have done differently, and I can still do differently. So that might be something that I end up doing. This next one, I remember these three that I did. Felt like I was getting better, and I was noticing like my creativity was kind of crazy during this time period. Free Tight Beat 2021, isolated, rap/hip hop instrumental. Let's go. I remember this one being one of my favorites.
The pressure. The pressure.
That was cool. The ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I like that vocal there. I need to bring that up. I need to make that a little louder. But whoa, red light coming out of nowhere. Oh, you're gonna get a. Shoo. That guy clearly got a red light ticket. There's cameras all over. If I that I should have brought up a little more. The ending was cool though, the little glitch. I don't know how I like gated that, whether it was gross beat or whatever, but that was cool. Okay, so one thing I wish I would have done is my tag is clearly not in the right spot. Like, eventually I started putting it in a spot that made more sense and was actually like in time with everything. I don't know why I wasn't putting it in a good spot. The arrangement, I feel like I need to do less. And I feel like that could change up the whole vibe. Like, there's an intro and then it goes to the hook and then there's like a bridge, and and then to a hook. Like, it doesn't feel like there's a verse in there anywhere. I don't know if that also may have turned off some artists, because there's not really a long period of time for them to rap. It was more of just like, here's a really cool part of the instrumental. And yeah, that can be cool for like electronic music, or even just showing off how well you can make beats and how creative you can get. But when it comes to writing for an artist, it's not what you want to be doing. And I definitely didn't understand that just yet. I hadn't sat in sessions with artists yet. I hadn't listened to a ton of reference tracks yet. I was just trying to be as creative as possible, and I didn't really have the artist in mind. But like I said, some of these, I do think I can go back and I could download the stems and I could improve them, or even just make a completely different beat, which I might do. I might, because of this video right now, you might see something spawn off of this to where I do go back, download the stems, and recreate some of these beats, or just like remix them. I think we have time for one more. I remember this one being really cool too.
Pressure. Pressure.
Okay, I really like this beat. There are some things that I think I could do differently. I do think that I did a better job of allowing there to be like a verse for this one. I do think that there's a longer section for an artist, and I think what I'm hearing is like almost like a Lil Uzi Vert type song coming out of this one. There were some things that I noticed, like the hi-hat. Like, I was trying to be super creative with the hi-hat, and it wasn't really, I feel like with this type of laid back vibe, I might either need to just have it super open and spacey, or driving and simple. And I feel like I was just kind of all over the place with the hi-hat. So that was my first critique. Secondly, some of these claps are dry. They're super dry. I don't think I was doing any sort of like drum bus with like drum reverb sends or anything like that, which is what I do nowadays. If you don't know what that is, let me know, and I'll make a video explaining how I do that. But it just helps to add a little touch of reverb onto the drum bus so that it sounds like it's coming from the same room. I'm not like drenching it in reverb, but just enough so that the reverb sounds like it's a particular room or a particular space, so that everything's coming from the same space. But otherwise, I really do like this beat. I think it's super creative. I think the sounds that I chose were really cool. I think dynamically it sounds really good. There's some heavy kicks and 808s, and then there's some softer kicks that are more like accents that I'm pretty impressed with how I fit those in there. All three of these beats that we listened to tonight, I'm a big fan of. I think I will try to redo them. I think I'm going to try and download the stems and see if I can make something even better, because I'm happy with these. I thinking back to when I didn't know much. And to be honest, I am a little jealous still of how creative I was and how much I didn't care about the end result. I just got in the DAW, I got in the flow, I got super creative. I didn't care about what I made. I'm kind of jealous of that because now whenever I'm making it, I'm like, oh, I shouldn't add too much. I should I start like policing myself, which I guess that's not a bad thing. Like knowing when to stop, but at the same time, sometimes I feel like I limit my creativity because I'm like, all right, I need to pump the brakes. But yeah, thanks for coming to another late night drive where we're revisiting my beats. I think I'm going to keep doing more of these because I'm learning a lot from my old self. I said that last time, older self. My younger self. Old as in a few years ago, but I was younger then. I'm my older self now. I was my younger self then. You get what I'm saying. I'm learning a lot from my younger self. And I think that these are very helpful for me to go back and review these. Let me know if they're helpful for you. I would love to hear your opinion. If you think I should continue to do these or if you think that these are boring, let me know. But I definitely plan on doing a new video series of remixing or just downloading my old stems and recreating those beats and hopefully creating something new and dope off of them. So thank you for watching. I got to run. I'll catch you in the next one.